Shalom Chavarim, this is Richard Solomon, and this will be a demonstration of how to use the free iOS app Subtext to enhance your Judaic instruction and teacher training. Now, I'm making an assumption that you have access to an iOS or Apple device, and you know how to download the Subtext app. So with this in mind, let's show you how Subtext can be used for Judaic instruction and or staff development. All right, so we find Subtext and we open it up. And here you see a set of readings that I could give to my students or to those taking a class with me. Now we have a variety of different items in the library. The first one is an article on Ravsak, which actually this article is how to use web tools for Judaic instruction. The next one to the right is on Midot. The third one here is from my blog. But if you want information or your students to learn about the history of Israel, you can do that. If you want your students to learn about improving their ability to speak Hebrew or Jewish history, you can assign them to read that. Now let's just open up this last one, Jewish history from Wikipedia. Don't forget, you don't have to use the items I selected. Maybe you don't like Wikipedia as a source, but let's just show you how this thing works. And let's read from Wikipedia or opening up the book, and you can have your students read portions from the article. And you see we just move the pages by moving from right to left, and that's how you would do it. So you have lots of different choices, and you also, by the way, can invite your students to engage in different kinds of discussions. Let's say you wanted them to look at a blog. Okay, so here's the blog, and let's just show you what the blog looks like. This is the blog that I actually wrote today, but it's on WeVideo. But if you want them to be able to discuss the blog, you just go and click the blog site, and then you would select specific questions you would want them to discuss. Okay, you can create your own assignments. You can do it that way. And there's the blog, and you would record what your assignment would be. All right. Now let's just so here would be the instructions on the title of the assignment and etc. But we're not going to do that right now. We just want to show you how this thing works. And let's give you one other example of how you might do this or add a book. Let's say you wanted to add a book on Jewish holidays, okay, or the Chagim. So let's write here Jewish holidays. See, I'm putting it up in the middle here. Search the web for articles, and let's say we write Jewish holidays, and we click on the magnifying glass, and all you do is you tap on one of these items. If you want to your students to look at the first item, you just tap on it. If you want them to have a Hebrew calendar, you have the second item. If you want Jewish holidays and festivals from the perspective of the Chabad, you just click on it like such. Okay. And you save to the subtext, and this will be then placed in your library. You just have to hit library, and it will go to your library. So basically, that is how you would utilize the iOS free app for Judaic instruction. And I hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for participating and listening to this tutorial.